I am curious, as like the resident American here.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'm the only American.
pretty much the only.
You are the only American
in the office, right? Apart from Sydney. But Sydney doesn't count. I mean, she likes ugly bastard hentai. None of her opinions mean anything.
Yeah.
Like, how did you feel when we actually like rant about America and you're just like off camera listening?
I'm just that's true.
Confirmation.
We have been wrong about something.
Yeah, you have been wrong, but I'm just like, whatever type of thing.
I mean, we rag on about our own countries just as much.
And then also Americans will like rag on your countries.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
It's
interesting though, because most of my foreign friends are usually American, and it's interesting hearing non-Americans talk about Americans that I know.
Has there ever been a time though where you were just like, no, that's so wrong, and I want to tell them?
There are a few times, but I just forgot. I mean, the one that sticks out is the butter or the lard thing. You were saying that there's some place that they put lard on popcorn. I was like, wait, I've never heard of that.
Did we ever find out where that was, or is that a lie?
I don't know.
I have no idea, but I was like,
it's not a lie because I saw it with my own eyes. So it's like, it's not a lie. Maybe it was that cinema. I don't know, but I saw it. Maybe it's probably
Vegas.
Yeah, it's probably not like a common thing.
Because I was like, what?
I mean, melted butter is definitely a common thing.
Yeah.
Did you speak to many non-Americans who speak English before, like
non-Americans who speak English
in Japan?
Like Koreans?
I guess so. Yeah.
Sample.
Is there a big difference between Americans and non-Americans?
The way you guys talk.
Really?
Some things you say, and then I end up saying it. And I'm
like what?
I don't know.
Like the time that I almost convinced you that the Australian currency was
No, I didn't believe you. I was just, being polite to your friends.
So at Smash, which is the convention in Sydney, the anime
3 years ago.
So I got invited as a guest, and Maylene came with me.
Yeah.
And my friend from uni was there. I invited them. And I don't know how we got onto the conversation, but my friend deadass almost convinced Maylene that the Australian currency was called dollary doos.
And then before going, I actually had an Australian friend here, and she was like, "Oh, Australians lie a lot, so watch out." And then I went over. I think I told you, I was like, "Oh, my friend said Australians lie a lot."
No, nonsense. And then we told you about the drop bears, and you believed
I knew about the drop bear.
What is a drop bear?
A drop bear. Drop bears are like there's a specific type of bear in Australia where they drop from the tree. They drop down and attack you. So you should never, when you're in Australia, you should never fall asleep under a tree because drop bear could come down and attack you.
Unfortunately, that is a lie.
No. It's absolutely real. And Maylene believed me for a while.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. You were like, are they like an actual species of bear? I remember you saying
Where did the drop bear thing come from?
I don't fuck. It's been around since like
every Australian I swear I've met abroad tells that story on my first meeting. I'm just like, is this just something the country has just agreed to tell the entire rest of the world?
Hundreds of Australians have died from drop bears every year.
Prove that Australia really exists. Prove that it's not a lie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. I've not been to Australia. Have you been to Australia?
Yeah, she's been.
Have I?
Yeah.
She went on a flight and she landed somewhere that was called Australia. But that doesn't mean it exists.
So you used to be a big gamer back in the day, right, Maylene? You used to play Maple Story?
Yes. So
I was wondering where that transition was going.
Wait, why did you bring them?
Because did you not talk to like people on Maple Story?
Oh, yeah.
All from other countries.
My guild mother was from Australia.
Did she lie a lot?
I don't think so. She told me about a lot of things. But
like the drop bears?
What's a guild mother?
A guild,
the person who starts the guild.
It's pretty self-fucking-explanatory, Colin. The master of the guild.
I've never heard of it referred to as a guild mother yet.
It just happens like, online, the people in the games, they date each other and you can get married in Maple Story, get crush rings or whatever. And
crush rings?
Yeah. Crush rings.
So did you not have like questions about Australia for her?
Not so much. I wasn't
because I remember the first time I met an American friend, I asked them about so much shit. About just like, is it true that like, because in Australia,
I think I did ask a lot of questions.
Because you only hear so much from media, right? To the point where like a lot of it is like over glorified and sometimes just like a straight up lie. Like the first time I met my American friend through YouTube, I just asked them like a shit ton of questions, being like, is this true? Is this true?
I did ask my Brazilian friend about Brazil though. on Maple Story.
Do they really have big butts?
No, I asked them because there's this one case, the rumor or something, that kids are very violent when they get angry at each other in games. They like kill each other. And one of the cases that I was like checking out was this 13-year-old that like stole a PS4 or something of his friend, and the friend got angry, went over to his house with the machete and just cut him in half. And I was like, oh, is that true? And then my friend Tiago was like, yeah, that happens all the time. So I'm not.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
He didn't say yeah. He was like, yeah, that happens a lot in Ventrilo.
Can people confirm that in the comments?
I don't
Brazilians?
know. Is it true?
Can you confirm that?
Is it true?
Brazilians, is it true?
I don't know. I was like 13, 14. And
Does every Brazilian kid just own a machete?
I
Like just readily available. It's like,
Before they learn how to read and write, they just get a machete.
Does it come on Amazon or something?
I don't know. I was 13 and they told me that. And I was like, oh, Brazil's scary. So.
I was always like the token British guy. Whenever I went online to people from America, they were just like, it's a Brit. Oh.
Never met any British people in the games.
Really?
Yeah, none.
maybe they played on different servers.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they did.
Yeah, like how much growing up did you know about the rest of the world? Because like the stereotype is that Americans know nothing about the rest of the world. That's like the stereotype. I'm not saying it's true,
I didn't
but like
know about Europeans or Australians or South
Oh, yeah,
America.
because I guess you're Vietnamese, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, I got to travel to a lot of parts of Asia, so I know about Asia.